Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. I'm back for my latest haul. Yes, it is everything that I picked up and had delivered for the lovely month of July. I know we're in August now, 2nd of August. And it is actually quite warm in here, so I'm going to try and do this video as quickly as possible because it's still about 29 centigrade outside. Right, okay, so let's get into it. Not so many Steelbooks this month. Quite a few 4Ks actually, and a lot of Blu-rays, and one DVD box set. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first up is a DVD box set that I picked up from Cancer Research for £2. This is Private Practice. This is the complete collection, so I think it's like 6 seasons maybe. 111 episodes, 700 hours of content across 30 discs, and I've checked all the discs, they're all there and they're all unscratched. And this is from the creators of Grey's Anatomy. It also stars one of the characters that went on to Grey's Anatomy, Dr. Addison Montgomery. Yes, and it's basically about a wellness seaside, it's called Seaside Wellness. It's like a doctor's surgery, private practice. Yeah, there we go. So that is Private Practice. Next up we go on to the regular Blu-rays. I picked this one up. It's got Kristen Stewart in it. It kind of looked interesting. It also has Ed Harris. The cover looks a bit raunchy. But I think it's to do with a bit of bodybuilding. Yeah, it's called, what is it, Love Lies Bleeding, and I put it in a red case. I think there's a bit of lovey-dovey in there between Kristen Stewart and, is it Katie O'Brien? But yeah, it looks a bit interesting. It looks interesting. We'll give it a go anyway. What's next? Next up, we have the Bloodbath edition of Abigail, which is really fun. I enjoyed this film when I saw it at the cinema. Children can be such monsters. Yeah, this is about a young girl that turns out to be a vampire. What more can you say? What do we got? Next up, we have on Indicator, Bridget Fonda and Jennifer Jason Leigh in Single White Female. A good film. I have not seen this for many years. Every person that wants to take on a roommate should actually watch this before they do it. Yeah, because you never know who you're going to let into your house or your flat. But it's a good film. A couple of cheapies I picked up from Amazon. Picked this one up. I like space, I like Mars, exploring different planets and that sort of thing. So I picked up The Last Days on Mars with Liev Schreiber. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I could be wrong, but there you go. So it's about a Mars mission. I've never seen this one, so I figured I'd just grab it. I think it was about £5. Also, again, like deep space, exploring, I picked up Voyagers. This has got Lily Rose Depp and Ty Sheridan and Colin Farrell. I think this is something to do with going into hypersleep and then populating a new planet, but I think they're clones or something. Edge-of-your-seat sci-fi thriller follows a crew of young astronauts on a decades-long mission to populate a new planet. Yeah, anyway, I'll give that one a go. I'm only going by the trailer of what I think it is. Next up, we have a bit of shark action, and we have The Last Breath. I thought this was going to be a load of old crap. It actually wasn't. It was actually not too bad. Not too bad for a cheapy one. Hence probably going to Blu-ray instead of straight to DVD. Yeah, it's got Julian Sands in it, who's kind of like runs this dive-in facility with his mate, and they find this old World War II ship or submarine, I think. No, it's a research ship called the USS Charlotte that's been unearthed on the bottom of the ocean because it's been covered with sand for the last 8 years or something. So they decide to go in there and explore, and of course they get sharks, and it's that type of film. Next up, we have a bit of Sydney Sweeney in Immaculate. Now, this is not a 4K, this is a Blu-ray, but I run out of black cases. But I'm thinking I might actually swap that out for a red case because, you know, kind of blood. Yeah. And what colour's the disc? Well, the disc is black and red anyway. This was okay. A little bit disappointed about the ending. I think this was just okay. Yeah. Next up, we have some animated action, and this is DreamWorks Kung Fu Panda 4. Have not seen this, didn't see this at the cinema. Don't think it did very well at the cinema. I don't think it stayed around for that long, as far as I can remember. I've heard it's not the best of the series, but I do enjoy 1 and 2. Still haven't seen 3 yet, so I'll need to watch that before watching this one. The jury is out on this one because I haven't actually watched it. This is Winnie the Pooh 2, Blood and Honey. Or, yeah, is it called that? Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. Yeah. Apparently this is better than the first one. I thought the first one was just okay. It's a little bit disappointed with some of the kills and how Pooh looked. So I'm hoping with a bit of added budget, it's a bit better. Saw this one at the cinema. Actually really enjoyed it. It's called ISS, International Space Station. It's a kind of mix of kind of like Ad Astra and Gravity. Astronauts stuck on the International Space Station and cosmonauts, of course. Nuclear war down on Earth. They can't return, and they're given instructions. Each nation is given their instructions to take control of the International Space Station at all costs. So yeah, good. Enjoyed it. Okay, next up, they were doing a special offer in Amazon Germany, and it was 3 for 18 Blu-rays, so I grabbed 6. These are all films that I don't have in the collection. First one is a Clint Eastwood film called The 1517 to Paris, which is a bit of a hostage situation on a train. And I think the terrorists are actually played by the hostages, or the hostages playing themselves. I can't remember. And I can't read it because it's in German. That's the sort of thing anyway. Next up, we have Auf der Jagd. That's it. US Marshals. With Tommy Lee Jones. Robert Downey Jr. Completely forgot he was in this. And also Wesley Snipes. And this is kind of like the, I wouldn't say sequel to Fugitive, kind of like the spin-off based around Tommy Lee Jones' character. Next up, we have The Peacemaker with George Clooney and Nicole Kidman, which is a good action thriller. Been a long time since I've seen this, so I need to watch that again. I do remember the train scene and the nuclear explosion and that kind of stuff. I also picked up Cocoon because I actually don't own it in the collection for some reason. I don't know why. This is obviously a German release. I just need to get Cocoon 2 now. And because I was in my whole space mood and Mars and all that kind of thing, I do enjoy Mission to Mars. I think it's a very underrated film. The music by Ennio Morricone is absolutely beautiful. Some great moments in the film. It's one of the few films that people don't like, but I do. And this is kind of, I don't know if these two came out at the same time, but they were kind of often against each other. It's kind of like playing tennis with each other. This is Red Planet with Val Kilmer. This was always the I'll watch Mission to Mars instead of Red Planet. But I really need to give this one a go and give it a go as an adult of my age, because the last time I watched it is when it first came out. It's got to be sometime in the 90s. And the last one that I picked up is a bit of dumb fun with Wiki Wow Wow Wow. Yeah, Will Smith and Kevin Kline and Kenneth Branagh. It's Wild Wild West, which again is another one of those films that everybody craps on, but I had fun with it. Yeah. Last one of the Blu-rays. Grabbed this from my local CEX for £3. Just after the last Planet of the Apes film came out, I realised that I hadn't actually got the Mark Wahlberg one, Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. So I grabbed that for £3. Okay, on to the 4Ks. The first 3 4Ks I picked up in a special deal with also the 20% off. So I picked up Rambo, First Blood. Well, it's just called First Blood, really. And then I picked up Rambo First Blood Part 2 and also Rambo 3. Unfortunately, the third one doesn't come with a slipcover. I think this one might be kind of rare with a slip, because in the CEXs and the HMVs that I've been to, I can't find a slipcover anywhere. Yeah, and I picked these up for £5.95 each on 4K. So that was a really good deal. So yeah, I'm just on the hunt now for a Rambo 3 4K slipcover. Next up, we have Amy Winehouse. I've never been a huge fan of Amy Winehouse, but I do like biopics, musical biopics. So I picked up Back to Black. This is the HMV exclusive. I think it's the Cine edition. Yeah, so I picked that up. It comes with lots of nice little extras inside. Nice spot gloss on the box there. So yeah, I figured I'd pick that up, give that a go. And also 4K, I think this is Dev Patel's directorial debut. I'm pretty sure this is Monkey Man, which I had a lot of fun with. It's kind of like the Indian John Wick. That's the easiest way I could describe it. Had to pick this one up. This is a classic disaster film from back in the day. This is Turbulence on 4K with Ray Liotta and Lauren Holly. And I still say this is Ray Liotta's best ever performance. And I can't wait to crank this on, because I have not seen this for probably 20 years or so. Bit of Arrow next. Yeah, I had to grab The Last Starfighter. I imported The Last Starfighter Blu-ray from America back in the day, which was region locked. I could still play it, but I decided go for the 4K now it's released in the UK. So I grabbed that, definitely. One of my childhood classics. Next up, we have Civil War. This is a brilliant film. This is at least in my top, probably in my top 5 best films of the year. So I'm not sure yet where it's going to fall. Only time will tell with other films that are coming out. This is from Alex Garland, and it's basically about America at war with itself, and they have to get to the White House and try and interview the president. Got some really great tension in it, great action scenes. Jesse Plemons is a git. It's just an all-round fantastic film, and yes, I've got a slipcover for it because it doesn't come originally with a slip. Next up, a bit of Mr. Tom Cruise, and it is a Posh Knob label. Yes, it is Criterion. This is Risky Business. It's been a long time since I've seen this film. I'm not sure if I've actually seen it all the way through. I probably just watched it on like ITV once, and then there were so many adverts that I probably lost gist of it afterwards anyway. But I do remember the film, and I am looking forward to checking that out on 4K. Another one from Arrow is The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Really good film with Henry Cavill and Armie Hammer, and also Alicia Vikander looking stunning. Yeah, absolutely brilliant film. Kind of like the anti-Bond, but obviously it's based on the the original 60s TV series The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Another 4K, and we have Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon in Election, which is a fun kind of high school political comedy. That's how I can explain it. Yeah, Reese Witherspoon steals the film. She's fantastic. Next up, we have Malcolm X with Denzel Washington. This was sent to me by the lovely people at Alternate Current to review. I did review it. It's a long film. It's 3 hours 22 minutes. It's a very interesting film about this character through the civil rights movement and his struggles and everything. I don't think it was really my cup of tea, but it was still a very interesting watch. And now we're on to Steelbooks. We've got 4 Steelbooks. So I have Rocky 5. Yeah, with Tommy the Machine Gun. Excellent. A very underrated film. It's got some really good moments in it. And also Rocky Balboa as well. And also includes theatrical cut and the director's cut in 4K. So can't wait to get that one on. Also picked up Terminator. With a really nice embossed steelbook there. This was picked up from CEX and it is in absolute mint condition. So glad I've got that. Terminator in 4K is coming, but I don't know what the artwork's going to be like yet. So if I feel that the artwork is not going to be worth picking up, I might just buy the standard edition and just slot the 4K disc inside there. And the last one, which I imported from America, because we have not got a physical release for it, and it's just this moment turned up on Amazon Prime. It's The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which was a really fun film with Henry Cavill. Both me and Papa Bowman watched it as well. It's also got the guy from Jack Reacher as well. I can't remember his name, but yeah, it's a fun kind of ensemble espionage shoot 'em up, like the Expendables. Yeah, very good film. So there we go. So that is everything that I picked up and had delivered for the lovely month of July. Very happy with everything I've got there. I'll hopefully start to make my way through them very soon. But there you go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Blah. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. And I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.